Okay, let's give you guys some more practice. So determine if this series will converge or if it will diverge. So press pause and have a go. Okay, so for any series to converge, the limit of this thing as n heads towards infinity should be 0. So we should check the limit as n heads towards infinity of 1 plus 2 over n to n squared here. As n heads towards infinity, this whole thing here will always be slightly greater than 1. So and then you're powering it. This thing here is getting bigger and bigger and bigger. So therefore the whole thing is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So the limit of this is well, in order for a series to converge, the limit must be 0. But here it's something other than 0. Therefore, we can conclude that this thing here is going to diverge. But let's just pretend we didn't know that. Let's just pretend we didn't know that, because I want to illustrate something to you. So pretend you didn't know that. So to find the limits, to determine if this thing here will converge or if it will diverge, use the root test. So the root test would be us computing this value here. Now we should consider the absolute sign, but n is moving from 1 to infinity. It will always be positive, so we can forget about the absolute sign. So this whole thing here will then become this. Because an is this whole thing here. This is your whole an. With the root test, you need to take the nth root. You need to take the nth root. So now it's just a matter of this times this. That will then give you this. And then here, when you get to this stage here, you should recognize this. You should recognize this. I've asked you many times to ingrain this in your mind. The limit of this thing here as n heads towards infinity is e. I've asked you to ingrain this in your mind many times, so try to ingrain this in your mind. If you have something like minus 3 over n, then what you do is you push the minus. So here you've got a bubble here. You push the minus into this bubble here, so it looks like this. So now, so this is a plus minus 3 over n. So now this will be e to the power minus 3. So try to ingrain this in your mind. Try to ingrain this in your mind. So the limit of this is really e. Well, because of this 2 here, just like this thing here, because of this 2, it will be e squared. Well, anyway, here's some. When you get to this stage here, you should recognize this. You should think about e every time you see this. Well, anyway, this here will be e squared. So going back to the very start, we were trying to determine if this thing here will converge or if it will diverge. Using the root test, we need to compute this value here. Well, computing this value gave us e squared. Well, e squared is bigger than 1. E squared is bigger than 1. Well, e squared is not less than 1, so this is out. E squared does not equal to 1, so this is out. So this is our scenario here. Well, it's saying that the original series that we know nothing about, the original series that we're trying to investigate, must diverge. So this series must diverge. Okay.